What is debugging? Debugging is running your program under user control. Instead of executing, which just runs the whole program, 1, 2, 3, goodbye, we're going to debug. Go to the tutorial on how to configure your project. It's assuming that. If you hit the debug instead, what you're taken is to the beginning of your program. The pink line shows you the current instruction that is about to be executed, the next instruction to be executed. We are at the beginning. There's two kinds of debugging. First of all, there's single stepping. Single stepping means you're going to step into or step over. Later, once you know functions, we'll review that. But for now, we're going to step into everything. So what we do is we step at everything. So you notice that we went from the beginning of the function to the first line there. The comment is non-executable. We go to the next executable line. If I hit step again, now we see that the variable 0, a, has been initialized to 0. If I hit step now, you don't see anything happen. What happens is we need to find our console window, and you see that hello has been printed. Notice that 1, 2, 3 have not been printed because we've only executed hello. We're now going to go and step over this. Watch what's happened here is down in these in the variable display, we see that a has now been set to 1. It's not 0. It's not 2, it's 1 because we've just executed that. If I step, we find our console window again, and you see now we have hello 1. So the output of our program is changing line by line, but also as part of the execution, our internal state of the program, represented by our variables, which in this case is only one variable, is tracked by its current value. I hit single step again, and we now see that a is equal to 2. Suppose you're sick and tired of the single stepping, and it's such an easy piece of code that you want to zoom through it. This is where the other kind of debugging comes in, is that we set a breakpoint. So we're going to say it's safe here, I understand what's going on, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set a breakpoint. The yellow with the little round dot means that when we hit this execution point, the debugger will stop until it comes to this point. Okay, so instead of hitting single step now, what we're going to hit is we're just going to go run. We're going to go debug. So you're going to see that the current point of execution it went from 14 and it zoomed all the way to 18, and now it's stopped. In terms of state, notice that a has the value 0 because it is after the last assignment statement. And what's on the console window? Predict in your head. So you see here that it has executed hello 1, 2, 3, but we have not yet executed printf. Execution stops before the breakpoint statement is actually executed. So if I hit single step now, we see that goodbye is now executed, and we are at the end of our program. A real good tip here as far as using Pell-C, if we want to stop here and never ever hit this. If you do this, you're going to have to go Control-Alt-Delete and stop Pell-C. Instead, to safely execute this and not get Pell-C all confused, go stop debugging. This will end the debugger, okay? And you're put back into editing mode, okay? So at this point, you can continue typing and changing your program. That's your first lesson in debugging.